The
The
holographic
Galactic
transmission crackled
hegemony
across
hereby
every
claims
screen
you
on
as a
Earth
resource
simultaneously.
extraction zone.
Ambassador Vorn of the Galactic Hegemony, a towering reptilian creature with iridescent scales and 4 arms folded in practiced arrogance, stared down at the United Earth Council with the casual indifference of a man swatting flies. Primitive inhabitants of Sol 3, Vorn's translator unit buzzed in perfect English. The Galactic Hegemony hereby claims your star system as a resource extraction zone. You have 72 of your hours to surrender all governmental authority, disarm your military forces, and prepare your population for labor classification. Non-compliance will result in orbital bombardment. The transmission ended. In the United Earth Council chamber in Denver, Colorado, complete silence held for exactly 4 seconds. Then General Marcus Webb leaned back in his chair, rubbed his jaw, and let out a slow breath through his nose. "Well," he said quietly, "that was rude." Council Chair Diane Mercer pressed her fingers together and looked around the room at the assembled leaders of humanity. Scientists. Generals. Engineers. Diplomats. Every face carried the same expression, not fear. Something older than fear. Something colder. "Open a channel," Diane said. The communications officer, Lieutenant Jake Holloway, hesitated. "Ma'am, are we responding already?" "Open the channel, Lieutenant." The hologram flickered back to life. Ambassador Vorn appeared again, visibly amused that the primitives had responded so quickly. "Probably to beg," his posture suggested. Diane Mercer stood up. She was 63 years old, silver-haired, and had spent 40 years watching humanity survive things that should have killed it. "Ambassador Vorn," she said, her voice perfectly level, "I am going to say this once, and I will use small words so nothing is lost in translation. We are not surrendering. We are not disarming. And your fleet is sitting in a gravity well it does not fully understand, around a star it has not studied, above a planet that has been at war with itself for 10,000 years. She paused. "We are giving you a warning. Flee. Now. While you still can." Vorn laughed. The sound was like gravel in a blender. "You have no fleet. You have no weapons capable of threatening the hegemony. Your warning is..." Diane cut the transmission. What the hegemony did not know, what no species in the galaxy knew, was that humanity had not been sitting idle since detecting alien signals 17 years ago. Dr. Raymond Cole had not slept more than 4 hours a night in 11 of those years. The 61-year-old physicist from Huntsville, Alabama had built something in the dark, deep beneath the Nevada desert, funded by black budgets and the collective obsession of a species that had always prepared for the worst. He called it the Shepherd. It wasn't a weapon, exactly. It was a gravity manipulation array, born from 17 years of reverse engineering their own primitive understanding of physics and pushing it somewhere the universe hadn't intended. It could reach out and squeeze the fabric of space like a fist closing around paper. At the 72-hour mark, when the hegemony fleet began its bombardment sequence, Raymond Cole sat in a reinforced bunker beneath the desert, looked at his technician. A 29-year-old kid from Austin named Tyler Brooks, and said simply, "Light it up, Tyler." Tyler's hands didn't shake. He'd been waiting for this moment his entire career. The Shepherd activated. 3 hegemony destroyers crumpled like aluminum cans. Not from missiles. Not from lasers. From physics, localized gravity pulses that folded their hulls inward in the space of 2 seconds. 6 more vessels found their engines suddenly pulling them toward the sun as artificial gravity wells blossomed beneath their keels. The remaining fleet scattered in absolute panic. Ambassador Vorn, aboard the flagship Eternal Dominion, watched his tactical display turn into a graveyard in under 4 minutes. His senior commander, a veteran of 40 planetary subjugations, turned to him with something Vorn had never once seen on that old soldier's face. Terror. They bent space," the commander whispered. Vorn said nothing. He was already calculating jump coordinates. As the hegemony fleet fled beyond the heliopause, Diane Mercer opened one final channel, broadcasting on every hegemony frequency simultaneously. "This is Earth," she said. "We don't want your empire. We don't want your territory. We want to be left alone." Her voice carried the weight of every war, every famine, every extinction-level event humanity had ever crawled back from. "But if you come back, bring more ships. You'll need them." The galaxy went very, very quiet. And humanity went back to work.